So, good morning. So those of you who don't know me, my name is Don Handrick. I'm here as a visiting teacher until through this Sunday. Then I head back to Santa Fe, New Mexico, where I spend most of my time. So today we're going to do a repeat of the healing meditation that we did 2 weeks ago today. So I'm going to do pretty much the same meditations that I led then, because this is a program that Nicole says they'd like to get started here on a more regular basis to have at least once a month a healing meditation. So I've got a number of meditations that I've lined up for today that are, again, the same ones I did 2 weeks ago, but let's start with just checking in with our physical posture. We don't meditate with the body, but nonetheless it's good to make sure that the body's in a good position to support our meditation. And by the way, feel free to sit on a cushion, or if that gets uncomfortable, you can sit back in a chair, or whatever works for you. And you can change your posture at any time. You don't have to wait till a break. I will be dividing up the session, just so you know, into 3 parts, because it is hard just to sit continuously for 1 hour. So there'll be a short break where you can get up and stretch if you'd like. And then that way give you a little bit of relief from that. So in the first session we're going to do mostly just focusing on the breath and a little bit of an exercise with the breath. The breath is a very useful tool for us to have as our meditation object, because it's with us all the time. We're breathing in, breathing out. So let's check our posture in terms of this meditation. The most important element of posture is to try to have the back straight. So we don't overly straighten the back like we're standing at attention, but just find that place where the spine is naturally upright, where you don't need to use a lot of tension to hold yourself in this posture. The head is upright as well. You can tilt the head forward slightly if you like, just bringing the gaze down a bit, tucking the chin in just a little. And in terms of your eyes and your gaze, if you can keep the eyelids slightly open, that's said to be ideal. And if you do that, then you don't really have any kind of specific focus to the eyes, just sort of a soft focus, not looking at anything in particular, but with a downward gaze. If you want to close the eyelids, you're certainly welcome to do that. We will be doing some visualization, so it can be useful sometimes to have the eyelids closed when we're doing that. Might check a few other elements of posture, make sure that the neck and shoulders are relaxed as much as possible. Obviously we can't get all the tension out of the body, but just try to bring your awareness there and soften into that area in particular. I'd also check and make sure that the mouth and jaw are relaxed. Sometimes we hold some tension there, we might even be clenching the teeth. Just try to relax that area. You can place the tongue on the upper palate with the tip of the tongue just behind your 2 front teeth. And then just place the arms wherever they're comfortable in the lap. Make sure that the feet, the legs are also comfortable. But as I said earlier, you can certainly change your posture at any point. So we're going to do, as I said, a short meditation on the breath and work with the breath in a number of the meditations today. So there are a number of ways to work with the breath, but for this first meditation I might encourage you just to simply be present with the sensation that occurs just inside the nostrils towards the tip of the nose as you breathe in and out. So breathing in, pay attention to that sensation that occurs there. As you breathe out, try to stay present once more with that sensation. That's the main instruction for working with the breath, is simply to be present with the breath, to not allow yourself to wander away from the breath. But no doubt we will wander away from the breath, and suddenly we'll be thinking about things that are on our minds currently, or worries or preoccupations we have, plans we're making, and so on. When we see that that happens, when we notice that we've lost the breath, and let go of whatever it was that distracted you, and gently guide the mind back to the breath. So we're going to begin with just a few minutes of this meditation on the breath, and then I'll give you some additional instruction to work with the breath. So again, just do your best to hold your awareness at that point at the tip of the nose. When the mind wanders, bring the mind back to the breath. And now as you continue to breathe in and out gently, bring your awareness to your body as you breathe. And see where you're at physically. And we're doing this without any judgment, just simply taking note of what's going on in our bodies at this time. And you first might ask, is your body very relaxed or rigid, or where is it between those two extremes? Just checking in. Is your body loose or tight? Again, it can be somewhere between those, but just checking in to see what's the quality of the body. How are you physically? And moreover, is your body feeling quite energized right now, or more fatigued? Here too, where are you at in the continuum between those two? Towards being more energized, or more tired, fatigued? Or just taking note. Continuing to work with the energy in the body, would you say that it's moving freely, or is it somewhat constricted? And just check in and feel the energy in the body and where it is in that continuum, flowing very freely, or feeling quite constricted. Also, is the energy flowing fully in your body, to all parts of the body, or is it stuck in places? And just take note of those places where the energy feels somewhat stuck. So having examined that physical part of our being, looking at the body, let's also take a look at the state of our minds. Bring our awareness to the mind, awareness itself. And is your mind calm at this point? Or is it more stressed, tense? And where is it in that continuum? Just looking at the state of your mind. And with no judgment. And then we'll examine the clarity of the mind. Is your mind feeling very clear? Or does it seem somewhat foggy, fuzzy? Once more, just take note. We can also take note of the energy of the mind. Is your mind feeling very vibrant, alert, alive? Or is it somewhat tired? Now letting go of our examination of the quality of our mind, I want to invite you to bring your awareness down to the heart center. This is in the center of the chest at the same level as the heart. And just try to be present in that heart center, in the space of being. Just bringing your awareness there, to the center of your being, in that heart chakra, that heart center. And just hold your awareness there. As much as possible, try to let go of any thoughts in the mind or any sensations in the body, and just be present in that heart center. Now, while continuing to be in that heart center, as you exhale, breathe out, release any rigidity or fatigue in the body, any constriction of energy, any stuck places in the body, as well as any foggy-mindedness, any stress or other things in your mind that you wish to be free of. Just continue to exhale, breathing out all of that, staying present in the heart center. You can continue to exhale and release anything that you want to in terms of the mind or the body. But now, as you inhale, invite into your heart all the relaxation, the energy, the calmness, the clarity, other things you wish to receive. Feeling your heart open, soften, and expand. Breathing all these wonderful qualities into your heart center fills your entire being. As you feel all of these qualities of relaxation, openness, calmness in your own heart, begin to send this out to the other hearts in the room. Begin to even send this out beyond this room, to the hearts of all beings. Feel the spacious connection, the love, the support. Just rest in this place of perfect being with all others in the same state. And then generate a good motivation for being here, for this meditation, as well as the remaining meditations that we'll do. Thinking that you're here to heal yourself in this way, to be free of all that obstructs and obscures your own mind, your body, everything that doesn't allow you to be in that place of presence and being. And then in the process of healing, we also want to then have the ability to help others to achieve this, to be a source of that for others in our lives, and eventually for all beings. Just hold that thought of being here to work on yourself, to heal yourself temporally as well as ultimately, so you can be of the greatest benefit to all beings. So as I mentioned, we just have a short break. If you need to stretch the body in any way, or stand, get a drink of water, whatever you might need. And we'll start again in just a few minutes. There's somebody sitting there, actually. Hi.
Oh.
Okay. So in the second meditation, we're going to do something a little bit similar, but we're going to work with the breath and another visualization. So we're going to start, as we did before, with just a few minutes of focused meditation on the breath. Allow ourselves to calm the mind again a bit, to develop a bit more focus. So just find a good meditation posture once more. And you're welcome to find whatever's comfortable for you. And certainly even lay down if that's comfortable for you, as long as you can keep the mind focused and alert, but whatever's comfortable for your body. Traditionally, we try to focus on having the back upright, straight, but then just relaxing into this posture, letting go of any tension. And as before, there's one way of working with the breath that I'll give you some instruction on. If you have another technique to work with the breath, you certainly can do that. I encourage people to focus on that point towards the tip of the nose, where you feel the sensation of the air coming in and out of the nostrils. Just make that your focal point, your meditation object. Just trying to stay present with it as you inhale, as you exhale. But no doubt the mind will wander, and when we see that that's happened, then we simply let go of whatever it was that distracted us. Maybe we're thinking about things we need to do later today, or something that happened in the recent past. A lot of things can distract the mind. When that happens, simply let that go and return to the breath. So I'll ring the chime. We'll do just a few minutes of silent meditation on the breath, and then I'll lead you in this visualization of what's called the white light healing meditation. For this meditation with the white light healing, I'm going to visualize in the space before each of us. So in the space before you, maybe about 4 or 5 feet in front of you, at the level of your eyes, is an object that represents for you all this healing energy that we want to work with in this meditation. And the traditional Tibetan Buddhist meditation, Lama Zopa Rinpoche, encourages us to visualize a stupa. Those of you who don't know what a stupa is, you can visualize just simply white light, or you can visualize, if you come from another spiritual tradition, you could visualize an object from that tradition, or a person, a being from that tradition. For example, you could visualize Jesus, or any other holy being. But visualize that they're there in the space in front of you, very radiant, filled with healing white light. And if you simply visualize white light itself, that's perfectly fine, whatever works for you. Now as you breathe in, visualize light coming from the space in front of you, like sunbeams. And that strong white light comes straight into your heart and completely illuminates your body. Think that all disease, illness, any negative thoughts, negative actions, anything that's staining our minds or our bodies in any way, are all instantly purified. Think especially that any disease you might have is completely gone. Your whole body becomes in the nature of white light. Feel that you have no suffering at all, but only joy. From the top of your head down to your toes, your whole body filled with this white light and with bliss. And as you exhale, visualize that all your present, future disease, all the causes of problems, all of our negative actions, thoughts, everything that stains our mind, our bodies, all come out through our nostrils in the form of black smoke, just like from a factory chimney. All of those negativities come out in that form which completely disappears in the presence of this white light. So as you do this, breathing in the white light, feeling all the healing, removal of all those negativities, and expel them from your body in the form of a black smoke. It just disappears in the face of this brilliant white light or being or stupa or whatever it is you're visualizing in front of you. And feel that you have become healthy physically, mentally. And just do this for a few minutes. Breathing in the white light, breathing out the black smoke. And if you can, try to visualize all beings doing the same thing, all of them with that presence of healing energy in front of them, that white light or holy being, holy object. Each of them breathing in that healing white light that completely fills them, becomes the means of purification of all negativity. And then they're expelling all their negative actions, thoughts, and so on in the form of black smoke. So everyone in this world, in all of existence, being purified and healed in this way. Just try to hold that visualization for another minute or two. As you breathe in and as you breathe out. And think very strongly that through this all beings are healed, both temporally in that life as well as ultimately at the deeper level of their being. That you and yourself are now imbued with perfect health, with long life, and with all the positive qualities that you need to live a good and happy life. And all beings have the same. Wisdom, compassion, understanding, loving kindness, patience, all the positive qualities. And just rest in this state of yourself and all beings healed in this way. Again, just a couple of minutes of a break here if you just need to stretch. We'll just have 2 minutes or so before we start again. And I'll give you a little instruction on this meditation, this final one that we're going to do today. So in this final meditation, we are going to do a bit more of a traditional Tibetan Buddhist meditation on the medicine Buddha, the healing Buddha. It was in the Thangka here, this painting. It's done here with applique. The blue color that's here in the Thangka, just so you know, isn't quite the deep blue that we want to visualize. The deep blue is more like, I don't know if we have another picture of the medicine Buddha in here anywhere. It's said to be kind of like the color of lapis lazuli, this very deep, kind of almost a marine blue in a sense. So we'll be working with that, and we'll also be working with sound, with the mantra of this Buddha. And if you want to chant that mantra with us, it's very short. I'll give some instruction when we get to that point. But I just want to let you know that that's what we're going to mostly be doing. But we'll also be doing, of course, visualization. And if you can't visualize all the details of this Buddha, once more, you can simply work with blue light or whatever works for your own mind. So once more, we'll start with just a couple of minutes of meditating on the breath. This is always a wonderful technique to start with to get our mind a bit more relaxed, focused, let go of any distraction. So just tune into the sensation of the breath, either at the tip of the nose or wherever you're working with the breath. Try to stay present with the breath. When the mind wanders, bring the mind back to the breath. So for this meditation, we're going to visualize this Buddha, this healing Buddha, in the space above us, above the crown of your head. So just about 4 or 5 inches above the crown of your head. Start by visualizing a fully open lotus flower. You can think of it as having different colored petals. It's completely open, and in the center of that lotus is what we call a moon cushion. It's like if we were to take the moon in the sky and just simply make it into a flat, 2-dimensional cushion. And seated upon that moon cushion is the Medicine Buddha. He's deep blue in color. His body radiates blue light. His right hand is in this gesture of granting sublime realizations, with the palm up and resting over his right knee. And between the forefinger and the thumb is being held the stem of a healing plant, the Aurora plant. His left hand is in this position of concentration, with the palm up and just underneath the navel. And inside that palm, placed in that palm, is a bowl made of lapis lazuli that's filled with healing nectar. And he's seated in what is frequently called the lotus position, his legs fully crossed. He's wearing the robes of a monk, and he embodies all the perfect qualities of an enlightened being, a holy being, a Buddha. So once more, try to visualize that Buddha if you can, if you're comfortable with that. If not, you can simply, as I said earlier, visualize deep blue light in the space above you. But really have the confidence that what you have invoked, whatever it is that you're visualizing, has that healing power. Without a doubt, the ability to heal ourselves and all beings, both temporally and ultimately. Just kind of make a strong intention to be healed, and making that request to this presence in the space above you, to have complete mental, physical healing. And as we recite the mantra of this Buddha, which is the essence of that healing in sound, we can visualize first that healing light descends down. We can think of it as also being very deep blue. It enters through the crown of your head. It completely fills your entire body, healing you physically, removing any diseases, negativities, any things that we've done with our bodies that were not so skillful, the ways we might have harmed others or ourselves through our bodies. So we're going to recite this mantra 3 times and just feel that purifying, healing energy in the form of that blue light and nectar that descends down from the healing Buddha on your crown. Tayata Om Bekenze Bekenze Maha Bekenze Bekenze Rata Samungate Soha Tayata Om Bekenze Bekenze Maha Bekenze Bekenze Rata Samungate Soha Tayata Om Bekenze Bekenze Maha Bekenze Bekenze Rata Samungate Soha. Just spend a moment to feel your entire physical being completely filled with this healing light and nectar. every single element of disease, illness, even those things we might not be aware of, completely purified, completely removed. Feel that you